this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to get these cool looking reflections. And it's so easy to do. I did a previous tutorial on this, but this is the newest version. In this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to make the reflections more visible, so it's more easy to see the actual reflections. And I'm going to be using the material manager window because that's also new. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, in order to get these reflections, honestly, all you really need is just these colors and the material manager window. That is it. And I'm going to be showing you how to use these colors in order to get these using the material manager. Okay, so first, let's just open up the material manager window if you haven't already. So just click on home, click on the arrow underneath material, then click material manager. There you go. Now it's open. Now we're going to get a new material variant or a new reflectance material. So click this plus right here, which makes the new material variant, and I made it right here. Select it. I'm going to open this up and just scroll down. I'm going to change this name to reflect tutorial. You can name it whatever. I'm just going to name it as that. I'm going to actually bring these colors within here to see the reflections better. And then we're going to get a ball so I can just test out the reflection material. There you go. Here's my ball and here's my colors. Now let's get our reflection. Within the reflectorial material, the one we just made, all we're going to be doing is just changing the textures within metalness and roughness. That is it. We're just going to be changing those two. So what I'm going to do is get a gray color. If you're wondering how I get these colors, you obviously just get them from the toolbox. Like, how do I get this gray color? Well, just get it from the toolbox. Go to the toolbox, click over here, go to the decals and just look up gray and just get a gray color. There you go. That's how I got the gray color. You can do the same with the other ones, but make sure it's just a solid color. Like, this will work good, this gray color, but don't get something like this. You don't want something over it. You don't want to use this. Don't want to use this. That's not going to work. You want a solid color. Especially do not use this. Don't use I don't know what the hell that is. Don't use that. Don't use that. Maybe just use this because this will work fine. Anyways, after you got your colors, the gray to black to white colors, let's just take the gray color right here, just double click it, just select it, and then just copy the texture right here. Go back to the material manager. Now I'm going to paste this within roughness. So let's get gray within roughness. There we go. I have gray. In order for me to put the material that I'm making onto the sphere, just select the sphere, scroll up, and then click on this button. And there you go. Now you can see, because we added this gray, there's some reflectance to the sphere. It's not really noticeable, but I promise you it's there. Now, how do I make it more visible, more clear to see? We're going to add white to metalness. So just double click here, copy its texture, the white texture, go back to the reflectorial material, and then we're going to paste this white within metalness. There you go. Now it's much more reflective. So that's without the metalness, white metalness, and that's with it. You can see the reflectance much more better. I'm going to bring it in the shadow because when you bring it into the shadow, it's much more easy to see. It's with and without that white thing. There you go. Look at that. There. This is so good. This would be so nice if you're gonna put it like on like a vase or something. So like if I get actually this pot, let's use this pot right here. So I'm gonna paste this exact same thing onto the pot, and there you go. There's like that reflectance, shiny look that we want. Let me get this other pot, and there you go. Look at that shininess to it. Now, that was how to make this one. You're probably wondering, how do I make this shiny look to it? I'll be showing you how to make that. It's really easy. So going back to my ball and then my colors are here. How do I get this kind of one right here? That's super reflective. Easy. So what I'm going to do is click this plus again, and then just make another one. I'm just going to do this reflect tutorial. So I just made another one. In order to get the most reflectance, you want metalness to be the widest it can be and make roughness the darkest it can be. So I'm going to put white, this white texture, copy it to metalness, because this one makes it more clear to see the actual reflectance. And then I'm going to make roughness the darkest it can be, so black, and this makes it super reflective. So after I pasted those colors within, so white to metalness and black to roughness, let's now apply it to the sphere. So just select the sphere or the ball and scroll up here and click on this arrow right here. It just applies to the selected part. So just click on it and there you go. Look at that. It looks so good. Oh, wait, hold on. So like, let me just show you that it's actually working. So if I get rid of the white to the metalness, you can see the reflectance is there, but it's less visible. Like, I don't even see the reflectance anymore. But if I bring in the white, there you go, there's the reflectance. But if I get rid of the black and the roughness, it loses its reflection. So like, that proves to you that I know what I'm talking about. Add black to your roughness and white to your metalness, and that is the secret recipe in making something super reflective. But hold on, don't click off the video yet. There also might be times where you apply this texture onto different objects, but they don't look shiny enough, and I'll show you how to fix it and make objects look even shinier if they aren't already. Let me apply this to like whatever. So like, let's apply it to this. So again, just select the object and then click on this pointer thing. Wait, where is it? Why is there like a texture over this? And then there you go. Look at that. Okay, there you go. It's much more, the reflectance is much more visible underneath it. Look at that. Well, you can literally see the entire room within this plate. Not as much on the top though, but it's still shiny looking. That's without that shiny thing that we made. There's no shine at all. But if I add it on, boom, look at that shine. It's so good. Let me actually do a different example with this table here. If you don't like what it's reflecting, or to get it shinier, you have to get these colors. Just get any vibrant colors, especially these ones. These ones work well. And then you're going to put these colors within the normal. So like over here, I don't really like that it's reflecting this light over here. So I'm going to change it. In order to change it, just apply any of these colors to the normal and just keep changing it to whichever one you like. So let's just add this purple color. Let's see if that will work good. Apply it and then just wait for it to load in. And there you go. That looks, I actually like that a lot more. It just looks more shiny actually. Like that's without it. And that was with it. Yeah, this is so much more better with having purple than normal mapping. So those are basically the steps to making anything really shiny, is get black within roughness, white within metal. And if you don't like what it's reflecting, add a vibrant color to normal. So yeah, this is like the secret ingredient. Just using these, and maybe not purple, maybe another vibrant color would work better. But purple looks good for this table right here. Now, the only downside to this is it does not reflect players or characters that well. So like I'm standing on top of this table and there's no reflection of me, but you still keep that reflection of the surrounding areas. But how do I get a reflection of me? I'll be showing you how to do that as well. Like for example, here's this puddle that I made, and there you go. You can see reflection of me as well as the outside. So like you can see over here in the sky, it's reflecting the sky, and it's also reflecting me. How do I get this puddle effect? I'll show you. First, we're gonna need a texture. So I'm using like a road texture on the puddles. I'm actually gonna look up asphalt because that's what roads are made out of. So just get any texture from here. I got this one. Just upload it to some sort of photo editing software. I'm gonna be using Photopea, the easiest software to use for these tutorials. Anyways, once you're in Photopea, all you're going to do is just erase, and wherever you erase is where the puddles are going to be. So just make puddle shapes. That's it. And also how I'm getting this like texture is I'm just going to the erase tool over here and then clicking over here. Then this is the brush that I'm using to get this cooler looking shape of the puddles. But yeah, just make your puddle shapes. You guys know what puddles look like, right? They're just circles. Just do little dots and circles around wherever. You guys have been outside, right? Okay, I'm going to give that a go. So make sure you get rid of the white background so it's just transparent, and then we're going to save this. Now, once you save your texture, we're just going to get texture onto a part right here. Select the texture, go to properties, and just open up that texture that we saved. So here's my puddles, create, let it load, let it load, let it load, let it load. Oh my God, come on. Give me my texture. There you go. And this looks weird. So I'm just going to increase these two numbers right here. And what I'm going to do is just make it so the transparency is set to 1. There. Now there's my puddles, but underneath it is the base plate. I want puddles to show. I want the reflectance. How do I get that? I'll show you. So what you're gonna have to do is just get a normal part. So just select the part, go to properties, and just change the material from plastic to glass. And then we're just gonna leave it like that for now. Now we're gonna get a highlight onto it. So let's click the plus next to part and then look up highlight. For some reason, the highlight never shows for me here, but it might show for you here. So yeah, just click highlight here if it does show for you, but for me, it doesn't. So in order to get highlight, let's just go to the toolbox and get it from there. So let's go to the toolbox, go to models, and just look up highlight. And then there's the highlight. I'm just going to select it and then go to Explorer, right click highlight over here and cut. And we're going to paste it within the part. So just right click it and paste into. Now let's go to properties within highlight and just make the outline transparency 1. And if the fill transparency is at 0, make that 1 as well. So make both of these 1. Now, once you have that, all we're going to do is just select the part, go to its properties, and then we're going to change this transparency to any number that's more than 1. So let's just do like 100. And there you go. That is literally it. It should be reflecting anything. So let's get this ball right here, put it on top, and look at that. It's reflecting it. It's so cool. And the higher the transparency, the more drastic the reflectance will be. So if I put this back to like 5 or 2, you can see it's reflecting it like that much. But if I put it at like 500, there it just reflects it even crazier. I like putting out a higher number because I just think it looks better. Anyways, once we have this reflecting part, we're gonna put it underneath this right here. So the memory adder puddles that are transparent. Well, yeah, because we want our reflective puddles underneath it. So let's just put our puddle, our reflective part underneath, and that is it. That's literally it. Why am I glitched? There you go. That is it. Now let's just playtest the game, and you'll see my player reflection. There you go. Look at that. That looks so cool. Like imagine this in like a city build or whatever, and it's like raining down and whatever. It looks so cool. It's so easy and it looks really cool looking. I love it. Maybe I can get like a cool object to reflect as well. So let me go to the let's go to the mesh parts and just find something cool, like a statue maybe. Maybe this statue would look cool when it's in reflection. So again, I'm just gonna add the reflection to it. So click the arrow underneath material manager. And then here's my 2 different reflect materials that I made. Let's try this one out. There you go. That looks so cool and shiny. I think it would look better if it was inside, because then I think it's more impressive if it's shining, if it's reflecting stuff that is inside than reflecting stuff from the outside. It's just more cool if it's reflecting interior stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna bring everything in here, and then let's just showcase the reflections here. I'm gonna bring the puddle in, and that is it. Look, there you go. There's the reflections of me in the puddle. Here's a reflection of the sphere, and here's a reflection on some random object. You can see like what it's reflecting. Like for example, right here, there's like the TV. You can see this blue thing, the TV, and there's the TV right there. It's reflecting it. There's other kind of variants of reflections that you can do by changing the color within roughness and metal, using the whites and blacks and grays. And there you go, whatever. If this video was helpful, like you finally got the reflections and it helped you to make that, maybe please consider subscribing, because I'm giving away all the secrets and tips of building in Roblox Studio. So yeah, consider subscribing or leaving a like. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll try to respond. And that is it. Thanks for watching. Bye.